Now, our next topic is socialist. Socialist means, I told you earlier also, socialist means for the welfare of the society, where all the people will, get equal rights in everything, in law, in wealth, in progress, in every way. So that is what the socialist means, right? Now, when we talk about socialist, socialist is not like when we have made the constitution, this part was added at that period of time. It was added afterwards in 1976 when amendments were done in constitution of our country. So in the year 1976, by 42nd Indian Constitution Amendment, Constitution of India added in the 42nd Amendment the word socialist. So at that time many words were added, and one is what? Socialist. Why? Because Russia became the most powerful country. The reason why? Because they follow socialist in their country, right? So that is the reason we also added in our country. Socialist, most of the provisions in the Constitution of India directly or indirectly show social revolution, means whatever the changes is required in society, what society had revolted for their rights. So that is what the social revolution means. Social revolution means social means society. Revolution means कि बगावत करना, जब हमारे राइट्स हमको नहीं मिलते हैं. तो that is what social revolution is, which brought social and economic equality and further the aim of welfare state. Now, the principle of socialist pattern directs social, economic and political equality for citizens as given in the preamble. So, what socialist helps us to do? To give, equality in three ways. First, in the society, economically we, benefited, right? And politically also we have the same power. So in socialist, always government try to make all the people of the country that they will enjoy equality. So that is what the part of important aim of socialist. It is now regarded as a prime features of the state. It reflects the fact that India is committed to secure social, economical and political justice for all its people. Means justice to be, judiciary will follow the same rule in any way. If it is a matter of society, it is matter of economy, or it is the matter of politics, where all will get a proper justice. India stands for abolishing all forms of exploitation as well as for securing equitable distribution of income, resources and wealth. Means India still, it's, we are working on it. Okay, where wealth is also distributed in the same way, right? Economic, political rights also given in the same way. Still we are far behind. Still India is working on that. कि all the people will, have the equality. Means resources भी उनके पास एक जितने हो, wealth भी उनके पास एक जितने हो. That is not possible in any part of the world, right? So this is what a part of socialist. Any one particular person should not have power over all assets. Instead, everyone should have equal opportunity. Socialist का main aim क्या है कि एक ही बंदे के पास सारे पावर ना हो या सारे एसेट्स ना हो कि वो अब आगे जाके हम पे राज करे. तो उसके लिए हमें क्या करना चाहिए कि दैट इज टू बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड इक्वली अमंग्स अदर्स. तो दैट इज व्हाट द मेन एम ऑफ द सोशलिस्ट. Equal opportunity by getting facilities and provision from society and thereby eliminating the discrimination of rich and poor. So there will be, gap is very big in our country. Richer become very rich and poor become poorer in our country. So to fill that gap, socialist plays a very important role. Therefore we can say that Constitution of India is a socialistic document. So that is the reason it is known as a socialistic document. Now the third topic is secularism. Secularism has already been added at the time of 42nd amendment done in the constitution in 1976. So the word secular was added at that period of time. right? Why? Because there was like when Pakistan and India departments parted, the partition was done. After that, many means for many years there was situation where minorities are there, scheduled caste are there, they always feel not secured in our country. So that is the reason secularism at that time has been added in our preamble. So what? Because of that, all the people of religion, all religion will feel safe in our country. India is a secular country. India can never become one particular religious country as per the provision of the constitution. I told you earlier also, we don't have a official major religion. All religions are equal. हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि हिंदू majority है, नहीं. All, even Hindus are there, Muslims are there, Jains are there, Christians are there. They all are equal in the eye of the justice or equality. The country cannot involve any secular activity with religious activity. यानी इंडिया, जैसे कि आप देखो इंडिपेंडेंस डे होता है, इंडिपेंडेंस डे के दिन नरेंद्र मोदी इज हिंदू, अगर वो फ्लैग अनफोल्ड करते हैं रेड फोर्ट पे, तो वो कभी ऐसा नहीं करते कि पहले पूजा करते और हवन करते. नो. व्हाई? बिकॉज वी आर सेक्युलर कंट्री, वी कैन नॉट डू दैट, because it's official work that what you are doing. So you will never found when on a national level anything will be done, you will not find anything as such where such things will be done on the name of religion. India does not follow any particular religion, so the country never promotes any religious activity. The country cannot involve any secular activity with religious activity. अब पूरी बुक पढ़ लो कोई भी आप निकाल के, in that not a single religion you will find in your book where it has been given कि this for you have to follow, this people had done of this religion. No. Why? Because it is not given in our constitution. You cannot propagate any religion in the textbooks. That the citizen of the country has a freedom to choose his or her religion. If I am Hindu, I feel that I have to become a Christian or a Sikh or a Muslim, then I am having the power after 18 years of age that I can change my religion. The country cannot discriminate a citizen or religious basis. Equal job opportunities and political rights to the citizens are given without any religious discrimination. In this way, secularism is the basic foundation of and mandatory features of the constitution. So it's very important part of our country. Sarva Dharma Samdrishti and Sarva Dharma Sambhav. Sarva Dharma Samdrishti means all are equal in the eye of the justice. Sambhav means all are equal, or the principles incorporated in the constitution. So no particular religion would be encouraged in any states. There is no prohibition of any citizen to propagate his or her religious belief, trust and faith. So no prohibition. मुझे आज जाके हिंदुइज्म के बारे में या जैनिज्म के बारे में मुझे जितना बोलना है मैं बोल सकती हूँ, राइट? पर मैं जब बोल रही हूँ तो मैं किसी और धर्म को नहीं खराब बोल सकती. मैं अपने धर्म के बारे में जितना अच्छा बोलना है बोल सकती हूँ, बट आई कैन नॉट pinpoint any other religion, or I cannot say a bad thing for other religion. So that I cannot do. So we can propagate our religion how much we want to. That power has been given in our country.